Hi, my name's Greg. I'm one of the salespeople here at Tucson Subaru, and today I want to show you how to use the built-in navigation in the Subaru Outback. Okay, so this is the 2019 Outback 8-inch touchscreen that has the built-in navigation, and this is the home screen here. So if you hit home on the left, it's going to bring you to this screen. You'll see the map button here, and there's also a map button on the left side. Those both do the same thing, so you can click either one. Brings up the built-in navigation, and it's a pretty easy to use navigation. It's powered by TomTom, and it works a lot like a cell phone. So if you touch the screen, it's going to react, bring up the menu, basically drags just like a cell phone screen, and you can also pinch and zoom in and out of the screen. Right now there's no destination in, so it's just showing general map of Tucson, and if you hit resume, it centers the screen back onto where the vehicle is. The general screen here has the menu button in the bottom left, and this is where you can go to search for destination, or bring up nearby places of interest, or if you have favorites or search something recently, that's what that bottom left button is for. We're going to start with search for destination. So this is the screen that comes up when you search. These are some recent searches if you end up going to the same place often. And in the top here, it gives you some examples of what you can type in. So you could type in something like pizza or something general, and it's going to search nearby places for you or an exact address. I'm going to search for the Tucson Mall here, which is pretty close by. And hit search. And it brings up a lot of options because there are a lot of stores in the Tucson Mall, but any of these will bring us there. So if you click on the address, number 1, it tells me it's about 0.6 miles, just over half a mile away, and I'm going to hit go. You can see it calculates it very quickly, and it tells me it's right around the corner, just need to go south. Over here it gives you estimated arrival time, the weather. That's all powered by Sirius, the weather and the traffic. Down here it gives you 3 options for the arrival time: the shortest, the fastest. So the shortest distance, the fastest time, or the most economic. They're all the same in this case, but sometimes if you're on a longer trip, you'll see variation there, and you can choose what you'd like to do. And under route options, you can avoid highways, tolls, things like that. And the top left here, you can save it as a favorite if you want to do that, and I'll show you how to access that in a minute here.
Proceed to highlighted route.
When you hit go, it activates the voice commands, gives you the estimated arrival time in the bottom corner here, and if you click on that, you can actually scroll through a few things. So how long the trip has, or how far the distance is left on it. Top right button here, it says south. If you click that, it'll actually rearrange the camera in which way it's facing. And this is the most dynamic view. It's more of a 3D view, and it will turn as the car turns. But if you just want the bird's eye view, you can scroll through it. Once you start driving, it's going to start reading out directions, but if you ever want to cancel the route, just go back to this menu button here, hit cancel. It's going to bring us back to the original screen. And if you ever click on the screen here, it's going to bring up all the options you can do. So I'll go over this here. You have traffic. If you click on that, it's going to erase all the traffic information, which I'm not sure why anyone would want to do that, but you could if you'd like. And then this button here turns off the voice guidance. And then this button here will actually bring up nearby gas stations. And if you click on it, it'll tell you how close they are and the company. And on the left here, this is just the zoom, which again, you can just do by pinching as well. You can zoom out or in. Back in the menu, we have nearby places of interest. Typically you'll know where you're going before you're looking in your navigation, but if you do just need a general idea of where you want to go, like the airport, you can click on airport and it'll bring up the nearest one, Tucson International. you click on favorites here, it's the same as going into the menu and clicking on previous address. It's going to have the same list down here, so recent, favorites, and point of interest. You can see Tucson Mall in the favorites. That's because I hit that star earlier. So that's going to be your settings for that. And you can also set home or set work. And in the settings here, this gear button at the top is where you can delete these things out if you don't need them as favorites anymore. So that pretty much covers everything in the navigation. There's always a little bit more you can do. And if you go to the home screen here and hit settings, there's a navigation tab, and you can adjust some of the background settings for the navigation. So this is all pretty particular. This is also where you can do the map updates. If you do need to connect from home to do the updates, those are typically included from Subaru for 3 years after the vehicle purchase. So if you need help with that, contact your local Subaru retailer and they'll be able to help you out.